Hello from ChewNature.com. This is Mark Josie. Today we'll talk about another tactical knife here. Look at that, very cool, eh? This is the Carbar Law Enforcement TDI blade, and this is one of the large version. They have a smaller one. Okay, so we'll talk about tactical knife fighting again. And here you see this kind of blade is very unique. It comes with a hard shell holster like this, and you can also adjust the Velcro strap here. You can adjust this, and you can unscrew these screws and then put it on the other side, so that you can put it on this side of the belt, or you can put it on this side of the belt. You can put it inside the pant or outside the pant. It's very good design. The only thing that I have to complain is that this thing is kind of scary, because the holster sometimes is not so secure. Maybe like it's not stiff enough. So if your clothing somehow just like that, it will come off. So you need to somehow do some like modification, whatever, to the thing to make it more stable, or you need to learn to avoid some little silly mistakes. And the blade here is super tough. Okay, you got a nice handle, long handle. You see the grip, very long grip. Here you have some little grooves, which is for the thumb here, just to not slip over. And also you see this is a nice angle to put your finger around, like that. It's a very unique kind of blade, and it is also legal for Canadian market. The Canadian market say that the handle cannot be 90 degrees from the blade and so on, so we cannot have push daggers in Canada. But these are okay. It's not 90 degrees, so by law they're fine. And here you see the blade. It comes with a very sharp edge, super sharp edge. Okay, let's cut some paper. Wow, see, super sharp edge. Let's take a look at the Carbar logo. Carbar is a famous brand. Carbar is a famous brand for making military fighting knives, stuff like that. They're famous for these kind of stuff. So if you want to get a tough knife, this is really a good choice. It's made of carbon steel too. You see how thick the blade is? It's a very beefy blade. Look at my finger. Wow. It is also a drop point here, a drop point blade. And yeah, the blade is very freakily sharp. It's very sharp out of the box. I didn't do anything to sharpen it up. You can see there's 2 screws here. You can change the handle or paint the handle, whatever you like. It comes in a lot of color, and also comes with a tanto blade or a drop point, serrated edge, or whatever. I like mine to be plain, but it's up to you, your choice. And today we'll use this knife to demonstrate a few techniques with the tactical knife fighting techniques. About tactical knife fighting, okay, we need to learn how to deploy the blade fast and effectively, but that's the kind of stuff you can do it yourself, and you can fit it around yourself. But here we'll talk about how to utilize this kind of blade. Usually our blades, blades are like this. They're straight, and you're used to cutting straight. If an angle blade like this, okay, sometimes you're not really familiar and you don't know why they made it like this. Now I'll explain why it's like that. For a nice long blade to be hidden right at the hip and not stick out so much is not easy, especially for a fixed blade, which is not a folding knife. Okay, if you have a handle sticking up straight, it's going to be right here. But if the thing is now like this, it will fit and not get in your way here. And also it can fit on the boots and stuff like that, and still not like jam in the way. So that's why it's on an angle. And then here we need to make use of the angle blade. with the nice pointy tip, you hold it like so, like how it's designed to be. Okay? And then here, we will have a rule of thumb for you. The rule of thumb is, we're holding with the right hand, okay? Let's hold with the right hand. If you hold it with the left hand, everything reversed. It's very easy. Right. Now, anything that comes from the left side, you stab. You poke with the edge, with the point. Anything that comes from the right side, you cut. Cut, you hook. See, this is also a cut, 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 cut. From the left, poke, poke, poke. Anything in the center, you drill. What I mean by drill, not just like this. Okay? Drill. Drilling involves a forward movement. You don't drill by... You drill while going forward. Drill. Okay? Forward and twist the hand. Now, this is one more rule. Always keep elbows down. Do not go and cut. Okay. Elbows down. Cut. Cut. Poke. Poke. Drill. Elbows always down, you see? Okay, sideways demonstration, guys. Poke. 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 Cut. 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 Drill. See? Elbows always stay low. With all these rules in mind, now you just need to recall our previous lectures of the self-defense or the knife fighting lectures. We talk about a grid. When we fight, there is a grid that you can refer to, which is a cross and then an X. Attacks can only come from a few directions. It can come from the top, bottom, two sides, and then the four diagonals like that. Now you split the whole thing in half. Anything on the left, you poke. On the right, you cut. In the center, you drill. Okay, let's try that. Coming from the upper left corner, you poke. From the lower left corner, you poke. From the left side like this, you poke. Anything coming from the right side, you cut. Right side upper corner, right here, you cut. From the right side lower corner, right here, you cut. Reverse, cut. From the right side here, you cut. See? Do not cut by doing big movement. Cut, that's too much. Always keep the blade pointing forward. You cut, and now the blade also point forward. You cut, and now the blade also have to point forward. You cut the top like this, and the tip is always pointing forward. You poke, now the tip always point forward. Poke, point forward. Poke, point forward. The reason is, you don't want to just do one movement. We follow movement one after another. Okay, now extend from our first foundation here, everyone. We'll be teaching you how to follow up the movement and plot your way to get to where you want to go. This is a very passive and defensive tactic right now. The left, you poke. The right, you cut. Okay. Coming from the left, poke. This will stab into the guy's hand or whatever. Whatever that comes here, you stab it. Okay? After you stab, do not jerk it back. Okay? Never do this. And then chase around. And then poke, chase around. Do not do this. Okay? When you make a decision, stay there. Everyone, take a look. Poke. Right here, you want to stay there and you move up. Cut. Let's look at that again. Okay, defense mode, poke. Now you want to cut. Okay, again, we want to cut the right side, cut, okay, like this, cut, and now we want to attack. Look at that. Let's see. Cut, and then attack. Again, cut and attack. Cut the top, and attack. Okay. Cut the bottom, and then attack by moving forward. Poke inside. So here you see that when we make a decision at the first place to do a certain move, you never go back. Just like in war, when you go out, you don't go back until you get something back. Okay, so when people are coming at you, you do your blocking and stuff, and then you move up to attack. Don't be gambling like whoosh, block, and then play around. Okay, this is going to be a waste of time. You need to block and then go up and attack and do whatever you need to do one after another. Never reset your movement. What do I mean by reset? So take a look, everyone. Reset is like this. Poke, reset. Block, reset. Block, reset. Okay. Again, slash, reset. Slash, reset, and slash. This X slashing is already a reset. Look at that. You slash, now you have to reset, and then bring up again. Okay, this is a reset. If you slash and you don't want to reset, that's what you do. You slash, you don't want to reset, always keep the pointy tip forward, and then now you go in with your body and stab. Look at that sideways. Slash, reset, bring up, and slash again. Okay, that is a reset. Here we go, we're not resetting by, okay, first you want to do the same thing, slash, you don't want to reset, move up. Move up the body, push with both hands. That's not a reset, that's a follow-up. So guys, do you see the difference between a follow-up and a resetting attack? Let's try again. Okay, now I'll test you out. Let's see. Now I'll be doing this. Let's go. Slower. Slower. Very typical kind of attack. This is a resetting attack. Deadly mistake. Look. First one, bring it back. 2, bring it back. 3. This is a resetting. You keep resetting. Okay, you see the reset is here. Okay, first you go 1, bring it back. Deadly mistake. Another attack, bring it back. Another attack, bring it back, and stab. That is a reset. If I do the same thing, but I don't want to do a reset, what do I do? Look. Like this, move. Let's try again. Here, move. You're cutting, okay? Stab, cut, stab, and drill. Because I am not resetting my movement, it becomes much faster and much deadlier. Go like this, hook, forward, forward. Imagine you're driving, everyone. Imagine you're driving. reset is like you want to go forward, in, we want to drive like this. Very fast. Woo! That's how you want to drive, right? And then go there. You don't want to go like that. Okay, that is very slow. So everyone, now you learn how to avoid the resetting and also how to do some basic tactical knife fighting with this kind of knife. So hope you like it. Share the video. Remember to subscribe and like. Bye bye.